I must say that since the other 6 regions have been added, it's been very hard to get it in my mind. So I'm going to use this as an avenue to figure it out. So if you could just tell me your name and your region very quickly. Yes.
Hi, this is Sungsuma from the Upper West region.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Wuni from the Northeast region.
Thank you.
My name is Kwatsima, Bono region.
Thank you very much.
Balila from the Oti region.
Nice. OT is one of them.
I am Sewa from the Western region.
Thank you.
From the Eastern region, I'm free.
Thank you.
I'm Ohima from the Bono East region.
Bruno East, yes. The
My
other
name
one.
is Benewa. I'm from Western North region.
Thank you.
Naile, Greater Accra Regional Representative.
Thank you.
I am Nura from the Northern region.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Winima from the Ahafo region.
Okay.
Chumwa from the Central region.
Salom from the Volta region.
Okay.
Ebo from the Ashanti region.
Okay.
I'm Titiaka from Savannah region.
I'm Rejoice Mba Adwanigi from the Upper East region.
Thank you all so much for this introduction. My name is Seth Mausi Asafo, but for the purpose of this, I'm going to add Kweku. Yes, because I'm a Wednesday born. So that would, I'm putting all my traditional cards on the table. Very well. So it's nice to interact with all of you. I'm a psychologist by profession, and it's become necessary for us to have this interaction. What you're going through can be very stressful and very fun as well. And it's important that we all build some level of resilience or develop coping strategies to deal with whatever the outcome of this particular, I'm not going to say context, fun activity would become. It's fun, isn't it? Okay. So before we start, I'm going to ask us all to do a little activity. Just give me a piece of paper and write the expectation you have or you had when you signed up for this. The expectation, one word. My expectation coming here was to meet all of you is being met. But you all have expectations, and I want everyone... Oh no, for GMB, yeah. For GMB. I know we all have huge expectations. I want to show us something about expectations. Okay? Expectations, everybody has expectations. And expectations can be positive. They can have both positive and negative effects, and it's important for us to bring it into the light. Great. Yes, and it'd be nice that if you want to say something, just use the microphone so we're audible for everyone else. We know a lot of people are looking and wanting to hear our voices, so please, let's get it all out there. Okay, once you're done writing, you can just rip it out of your beautiful diaries, just a little one, and I'll come round for them. I don't want you to get up. I'll come round for them. Are we ready? Yes. Okay, so let me start from here. You're not done? Okay, everyone should just put it on the table for me. We come in one after the other. I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible. Got one. Do I have everything here? The ballot has been cast. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll pick it up. Thank you. All right. Here we go. So I will share what we all have here, but nobody knows who said what or whose expectation is. But I am hazarding a guess that most of our expectations will be similar across board. So one, I'm expecting to be transformed positively. Thank you. Let me mix it up so that... So I'm expecting to be transformed positively. That's good. Thank you. Yes. transformative, and to nurture my hidden potential. To learn new things. My expectation was to be selected to represent my region, just to use the platform to embark on a project which is caring for the needy. Nice. To be transformed, learn, and unlearn. To learn and unlearn from all. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, so I built up for it. I expected it to be fun, but quite stressful. I knew I would have to compromise. So you're here to also compromise. Okay, and then we have to improve on my public speaking and build my confidence. There's more coming. We all know what we wrote, didn't we? Creating positive impact. To learn new things. To meet new ladies and learn. Okay. So it's almost like it's a learning opportunity for all of us. But nobody is saying anything about winning. The crown. I like that. So short. It's just like the crown. Okay, yeah. Let's look out for not only for the crown, another one, but when I leave, I want to be influential in society. Great. Let's see. We have be groomed into a redefined woman in the society. And then we have be better than I came here. And the last but not the least is my expectation is to have the platform and use that to work on my project. These are very great expectations. Now, there's an interesting thing about any expectation, which is that when expectations aren't met, what do you think happens? So you know what? You've all been through disappointments before. Is that so? I'll tell you mine. And it's funny also. See, when you get a disappointment in a relationship. Oh, no. Let me explain. You see that it was a blessing. So first time it was painful. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. The second time it was painful, but I was eating well. You see, the third one I was sleeping and eating. And then afterwards it became, here we go. Next. So expectations definitely can bring about disappointment. And many of us are never ready to meet any disappointment. In fact, we don't like change. That's human nature. Change is something that registers on the brain as danger in many instances. And you can even have these instances from even positive change, like getting a new job, becoming a mother, signing up for this. It's certainly a change in your life and your daily routines. And of course, it's not been easy trying to, reconcile everything. But in the expectations also, I've seen a number of things that I'm very pleased about, which is to leave here redefined, to leave here better than I came. And of course, there's the crown. But how many crowns do we have? And that means that there's going to be some disappointment along the road for all of us, except one person. And maybe they might not even expect to get the crown. How does it feel to think about it that way? Yes.
I have psyched my mind, personally. I have just psyched my mind that anything can happen.
Okay.
And even if all 16 ladies are at par in intelligence, in capabilities, they may just write our regions and ballot the winner.
Okay.
So what happens to the rest of the 15? That doesn't mean I'm not good enough. So I am here to explore every opportunity at all I can lay my hands on. So at the end, if I don't get the crown, I still live here with my head high, with my chest out, and know that I am a queen, regardless of the crown. So it's just psyching my mind.
Thank you very much. That's very positive and very optimistic. And sometimes we'll say, there's this concept of what we call toxic positivity. where we don't acknowledge that there's any evil. Like, it's always keep your head straight, be happy. Well, psychologists believe that it's important to also acknowledge the other side. And an awareness of maybe negative emotions is important for us to be able to thrive. At the end of this, you would have built not only lessons or knowledge, but you would have also built resilience. The resilience to deal with life. Because this is a simulation of life, essentially. Now, she answered. Anyone else wants to say something about how they would feel, or how what I have just narrated make them feel? Because I'm kind of putting out a reality that says, yes, we're all here, we're smiling, but we are all aiming for the crown. So there's some small competition, healthy jealousy in the background, isn't it? Now, people think that jealousy is a bad thing. Is it? Is it? Yes. What is jealousy? What is jealousy? We say jealousy is an emotion, but how do you understand jealousy? I'm hearing all of you say extreme, bad, but what really is jealousy? Yes, of course.
Hi.
Yes.
So I actually think there's a difference between jealousy and envy.
Good.
Because you can see something about someone, you admire the person a lot, so you're like, oh, I would want to have that. You admire, but then you praise the person for whatever the person has, whatever qualities the person possesses. Then you think about what to do, or you can ask the person for help to change yourself to be like the person. So there's no negative energy going to the person. But then there's envy, where you see something someone has, you want to have it, and because the person has it and you don't, you are angry, you start acting a certain way towards the person, or you start wishing evil for that person, and that is envy.
I think you said it all. So, yes, of course, a round of applause. So basically, jealousy is not a bad thing. In fact, jealousy is a mixture of different emotions. One of them is love, the other is hate, and the other one is fear. That's what jealousy is. It's made up of 3 emotions. So it's not entirely a bad thing. And the jealousy that we feel can also be an opportunity for us to learn. Like she said very aptly, you feel something is great about somebody. You admire the person and you say, well, I would like to do it. But you're not envying them to the point where you want to pull them down in order to. So there's some healthy competition in all of this, okay? Talking about emotions, the emotion of fear and uncertainty seems to be very normal in situations like this. Who is not afraid? Oh, we're all afraid. Who is not afraid? You're not afraid. Nice. Okay. Well, this is the first I'm hearing. But tell me more about that.
Personally, I'm not afraid of anything that comes my way. I believe it's God's plan. If He plans for you to go far, 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 and that's your way, you go. But if that's not your way, He will direct you to another path that you need to follow. So there is nothing to be afraid of.
Thank you. So all I hear you say is that you're trying to control what you can, and what you cannot control, you're just leaving it. And I think that's one of the most significant attributes of building resilience and thriving, is to say that there are things we can't control and there are things we cannot control. For example, we can control the way we react to other people's actions towards us, but we cannot control how they should react towards us when we act. It's like me expecting that everybody will be happy when they see me. And so when one person isn't smiling, then I feel like there's something wrong with me. That is a serious expectation. And of course, it just will make me feel unsettled in many instances. So controlling what you can and what you cannot control, just let it be, or we say live to fight another day. There's another thing you said about God, and we call that religious coping. Now, it's always great to have another person, another power that you ascribe your life to. So when everything doesn't work, there's something that you can believe in, at least, which is great for all of us. In my line of work, I noticed that for people that are able to cope because they have another power or being, they have this, it's like a stopgap. When all measures fail, that one consistently works for them. So maybe we are all looking at it, and I'm drawing your attentions to look at the different coping strategies that you have. Now tell me, what are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? One of my hobbies is eating fufu. Okay. So what are your hobbies? Maybe we go this way and then we can come. Yes.
I love to play volleyball.
Oh, volleyball. Okay.
For me, I like to volunteer. Yes.
Volunteer. Okay.
I love to listen to music.
Music. Okay. And do you dance? Okay.
I love to read and eat.
Read and eat. Okay, so we're buddies here on the eating front.
Honestly, most of my times, my hobbies, I do sleep because I feel I have to relax my mind.
Okay. Sleeping as a hobby. Okay. Yeah.
I love to crochet, but since I can't do that in the house, I read
Okay. So where do you normally crochet?
at home.
At home.
Yes, it's a business actually.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, for me, I love to listen to gospel music
Mm.
and then sing.
Okay. Music and singing.
I also sing a couple of times, so I think that works for me.
Singing. Okay.
I love to write poems and also recite them.
You give us a poem. Don't worry.
Okay, so I'm a lover of music and movies.
Okay. Music and movies.
Braiding is my hobby.
Braiding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I love writing songs most. It's my
Writing
talent.
songs.
Yes.
You also sing for us.
I do movies, singing, and listening to music.
Good. It sounds so similar.
Reading, music, and movies.
Okay.
Okay, so poetry is mainly my thing, but aside that, I really love music. So anything to do with arts is my thing. Yes.
I love to write raps as well.
Rap. You give us a freestyle. Okay. Well, I mean, it's good that at least we all have something that we find fun. The reason fun is necessary in life is that it gives us an opportunity to take a break. It's one of the things you do where you shouldn't be, you're not serious about, because we all take life very seriously. In everything you're doing, you're so serious. But when you're doing the things that are fun to you, you can't be serious around it. Does that make sense? Because being serious takes the fun away. It makes it work. So you can even work and still have fun once you take the seriousness out of that whole dimension. Now, there's a lot of expectation on you by your regions. How does that feel to carry the whole region on your head? Everybody's shaking their head, yes.
So, in as much as you feel proud to be the representative for your region, it feels like it's so much work, because literally everybody is looking out for what you are bringing every week, what you are doing to make the region proud. So you tend to be pressured. It's like you have to go the extra to make sure that you are giving them what they actually want. Yes,
So-
sometimes you have to sacrifice sleep, food, I mean, a lot of things. So it's crazy.
Uh-huh. When you carry your region. I think she wanted to say.
You know, the thing about human beings, you cannot please everyone, even if it's a small group of people. So looking at the entire region, you know, the pressure is very high and expectations are so high. So, well, with me, I just try to give them the best I can. You know, like every part of me I can present, I do. If I can go extreme, I do. If I can't, I make sure I'm doing myself proud and the region proud.
Yes.
I also believe in God's will. In as much as my region are rooting for me and expecting me to do more, I think if it's not God's will, it's not happening. So I believe in what I can do, learn, and then leave the rest to God.
All right. Mm-hmm.
It is not easy. It is overwhelming. But I think if you have some people in your corner who are always pushing you, you have maybe a group of people, oh, Salom, today you did so well. Even though you know that you didn't do well, but you've done so well, next week, push up. Even though there are people saying, oh, she didn't do well, she didn't, but the group of people who are there, they're going to call you, oh, you did so well. So having somebody at your back to always encourage you is something that
so like a support system,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you said something interesting. There are people who are giving you thumbs up, and there are people who are giving you thumbs down.
Yes.
Now let's go to the thumbs down, because those are, we might consider as criticisms to some extent. How does it feel to be criticized, especially when you know that you're giving it your best shot? And of course, social media can be a savage place to be. Yes.
So me, honestly, like every week that passed by, I make sure I ask myself, last week, how did I perform? This week, did I add 1 mark to what I had? If yes, then that is it for me, because I believe it's a gradual process. You don't just wake up one day and you are there. So it's a gradual thing for me, and that is what, and I think every day, if I see that improvement, I feel I've achieved something.
Okay. Okay. Yes. People are criticizing you. How does that feel?
I also think you can't see yourself perform. They see you. So in as much as you feel you did well, if you really want to learn, you sit yourself down and you ask yourself, because there are always the truths and the lies within a criticism.
Mm-hmm.
So you ask yourself,
It's on my nephew. Wow, this place has changed, yo. Yo, Ajwa, look at you all grown up, yo.
Some things never change, like Gino's quality recipe that gives my food that rich color, unique natural taste every time.
Smells good, yo.
Hey, sister, we did what Ponsano and Casa, just like I remember.
Uncle, hurry up and let's open the suitcase.
Ajua, chai, name shrimp kwampa.
Best jollof I've ever eaten.
Wow, this is real jollof, mommy.
Gino dear, Emma Adriana de Ankasa.
Say Gino dear, fieni fie.
It's delicious, yo.
This advert is FDA approved.
Honey, new sabo, and a pat evaporated milk. Tasty and creamy, right?
So.
And a pat milk, a well custard one, a fine. Na se well Tom Brown no rice water muswa, a nice. Honey, trip number so with the and a pat mayonnaise. And a medaya salad, and a burger. Fries so and a pat tasty ketchup. And a good side. Coffee ni jollof no so made the end of
You long green rice. Oh, you are one.
Don't forget your favorite and a chocolate milk drink.
Oh, more quite so.
Honey.